Alright. Alright. I'm not sure if I'm talking loud enough, and I apologize. I feel I need to preface or postscript my prior video with information. Now, mind you, my brain this is a wash feeling. This is not the feeling that I was requiring, which me saying statements like that seems like I'm doing drug-seeking behavior, but yeah, technically it is. If for me to stay there, I'm not allowed to drink, when I have, 16 years of that experience, and the only reason when I drink is to shut off my brain, because it gets to a point in a nested area where I can't get back to reset. So let's start from the beginning. So I move in. I tell them I need Xanax. I know I need fucking Xanax. It works very well and it's short term. I'm able to reset very quickly. No, I told them I didn't want to be on psych meds, so they didn't prescribe anything for anxiety. The ones they were wanting was like Depakote and stuff like that. Risperdal wasn't even offered, but I was even offered the 2-year shot with the V word. I forget what it is. But I've already been on that. I know what it does. It fucks up my brain. So even before that, moving in, I had went to every facility that I had been prior to getting on disability. Right past that, I tied everyone. They have the right to ask for information. They have the right to ask for information. I made a chain of command even before moving in. So 2 med doctors ago. Now, mind you, he comes in and sees everyone in one fell swoop on one day. Probably at a discounted rate, but still, it's more substantial than just seeing one client at a time. If anyone's getting away with billing $250 fucking dollars just to be on call, when I've been on the on-call part, there is no answer back. Occasionally a script is called in, but it's only for medication that you've already denied in the meeting face-to-face. And that's what they do. I can't say everyone does that, but you understand what I'm trying to say. So I eventually lose my shit. I couldn't handle it. Check into acute care either February or October. I think it was October. It was later in the year. Or maybe it was, I don't know, 2024, 2025. It was 2024 definitely, but I didn't know whether it was in the spring or in the fall. Get on olanzapine, which was a higher dosage than with the hydroxyzine, of which I told them that swells up my joints. They're like, it doesn't do that. I'm like, it fucking does that to me. All right? You can read as much as you want, and you won't know until you're inside and feeling the pain. Of which then it is a recursive cycle immediately after that. It is muscle relaxer, ibuprofen, and then I'm completely exhausted and can't sleep because my brain's not shutting down. So then it's olanzapine again, and then they give me melatonin, trazodone, and whatever, when it could have been taken care of by one fucking drug. I'm now on 6 different fucking drugs, of which I am going through until I get a decent day outside when the humidity's not bad. I have documented the shit out of that. The high blood pressure, documented the shit that it is pain related. And now they got me on high blood pressure medication, which is fucking up my organs. And now my internal stomach can't create a solid poop. I got freaking diarrhea all the fucking time because my body's constantly processing all these medications it doesn't need. It knows it doesn't need it. It's giving me an early warning system, which now they're worried about my gallbladder or whatever other intestinal fortitude problem. I'm like, that ain't the problem. You got me on shit meds. So I'm stressed in this living environment. I've acknowledged that. I'm now too exhausted to even deal with that. I'm sleeping way too much, fucking much. I'm waking up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. All right, I'm not the only clientele that is facing these same woes and whatever, but I know better. All right, I've been through it. I know the medications. I know the chemical compounds. You ain't gonna pull one on my head. All right, over the wools on the eyes. No, no. If it's in the same fucking family, it's got the same fucking chemical compound. It doesn't matter how you tweak it, it does the same fucking thing. Eventually, that little bit that has been weeded out will build up, and then you'll have the same fucking results as prior. All right. So if I'm missing something here and I'm just a dumb idiot and don't understand my own body, then please tell me how my body works. All right. Tell me what I live through daily doesn't really matter because it doesn't match up to your shit books. All right. Xanax is a quick fix. The only reason why I needed Xanax is because my brain gets into a certain point and I start saying mean things and start creating bad solutions. I know that. So I kick it back. Another way to do it is like 6 shots of alcohol, one good night of partying, and then by the third day, you're back on regimen. You're back to work. You're on schedule. Same fucking thing. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I said verbatim from one. So here's how it works. And I'm going to go ahead and blow this one out of the water because it's bullshit. Sock Doc tells me no, laughs at all my shit. Even though she just thinks it's hilarious that I'm getting pissed off. I'm like, you ain't listening to me. I am. I'm just telling you no. Okay? So I check into this most recent one. They put me on some other meds, which is now sedating the fuck out of me. Each time, there has been no side. There's one that was a heart-related one, which I only took because I was told it was just a heart-related one. But then told a week and a half later and at this acute care state, no, it's a psych med. It's to calm your shit down. I'm like, I didn't want to do that. If you're going to give me psych meds, give me the one that I want. I'm not an addictive personality, but when I get to this point and I'm fighting to, once I get into that mindset where I know I can articulate the best I can, and this is hard right now. Like my brain is just, ugh. I'm pissed at that point because I've sat in the fucking corner. You've sat that person, you're blocking off, and that's the thing. Well, we're trying to stop that neural connection. Why? Because you don't want to listen to it? Here's the case in point. Doctor comes in. I thought he was a good doc. He says, let me look into that. I'm like, oh, okay. He's going to look at the back channel of communication that I've applied onto there, and he's going to figure something out instead of whatever. Guess what? Next time, let me look into that. Yeah. All right. I will look into other options that we could work out. Guess what? Next time, I'm not fucking talking to you. No, the next time I yelled at him. This most recent time, which was 2 days ago, I didn't want to fucking talk to him. I told him what I wanted. I told him he's fucked up my body. You're playing with someone's life here. All right, this is verbatim. This goes across the board to all doctors. If you ain't going to spend the time to actually listen to the person that is taking the medication, then what's the fucking point of you getting paid? All right, you're like, well, you ain't paying me. The government's paying me. Yeah, okay, let's play that one. Let's break some fucking laws then. See who figures that one out. Fuck shit. You getting paid because I'm there. All right, show some respect. Is my body, is my choice. And sorry, ladies, I know that is a horrible analogy, but that's the closest thing. Like, I get it. You're going to give me 2 minutes to explain myself when this is a long... if you're going to make a statement stating that you're going to actually research it outside that 2 minutes, then you best fucking do it. All right, and you best come back with some explanation as to what you did, verbatim. This is what I did. This is what I did. Problem is this. All right, you ain't listening. All right, well that ain't my job. You're supposed to see a therapist. All right, yeah, but you're supposed to read the therapist file, which you ain't doing. Every one of the people on the team ain't doing their shit. Oh, because I hear time and what note are you talking about? There's no. Sorry. Mm. All right, the screen died. The recording probably went to fine. All right, back to the point. Like you're my support team. You all are getting paid for me to be there for you. All right, all right. I've heard time and again. What? No. What are you talking about? I'm like, well, how do you guys communicate? Well, they text me. They usually let me know. So there's none of that then. Nah, I didn't know. Yeah, y'all rat each other out. Whatever. That's not a support system by any means. That's a fucking lie. If you want to perpetuate that you're there for me to the government so you get paid, to insurance, whatever you want to talk, all right, then you best be doing that. That is in your job description. All right, do not fucking try to railroad my shit by sedating my ass so you keep getting paid. I'm angry. All right, this has been a year and a half. I was already supposed to be out of here. All right, I was here for other people. All right, I'm at a juncture where I'm trying to make the next move. All right, I'm not going to be able to make the next move if you keep sedating me. All right, and I've said quite clearly I don't want psych meds. Psych meds is not the route. I got to learn how to cope. All right. Well, you ain't coping. Well, that's because my support team ain't listening or communicating with each other. Period. That is. All right. So then I don't need to be here. So, well, we'll just fill someone else out. And that's where my heart breaks because they ain't going to have the same communicate. They ain't going to have the same experiences. They ain't going to have the same understanding on both sides. All right. Some people I know can't communicate. They can't. They're stuck in their head. And you keep medicating them and you're not offering them outs. So that's where it comes down to. I did my part. I did my part. I asked very simply to the man upstairs into my community. It's very simple. One pack of cigarettes and occasional drink. That's the ordeal. I know when my team's got my back or when someone else is making a play because I don't have cigarettes. Government steps in, says, you got to deal, you got to figure out a solution for yourself because you ain't getting this. That's delusional behavior. So I learned to say a few things. I got good timing. Everyone knows what fucking timing is. I ain't having that argument with you. Everyone perpetuates different models of communication, but it all falters on the same thing, just like the drugs that you've been prescribing to you. So I don't know. I'm going to give it a few days and I'm going to make a rash decision. So I'm going to post this shit up online. I don't give two fucks. I back channeled my shit so clearly that you have no right to say, well, I didn't know.